Good evening, and thanks for watching this show. As you might have seen, I'm Chris, and I want to talk to you about something. Last week on our show, we had some technical difficulties due to what was an attempted alien takeover of our show. Because we were skeptical at first, we decided to go in-depth and investigate this Kentuckiana phenomenon. Well, what we found out surprised us. It turns out that there are more people in Kentuckiana who've seen enough to ask the question of themselves. Are we alone? Tonight on our show, we'll have two very important guests for you. The first, an Egyptologist from the Louisville area. He has a startling footage to show us of an alien encounter he had. And then after that, we'll have a leading ufologist from a local university to come in and give his take on our alien experience. So let me welcome, please, Mr. John Cock-Toston, our Kentuckiana observer.
Hello.
Hi, how you doing?
How do you do, sir?
Sorry about that. So you're here to talk to us about an experience you had.
Yeah, well, first, let me correct you on one thing. I'm not from Louisville. I was born in Louisville, and I was raised in Egypt.
Oh, I'm sorry. So you're from Egypt?
Yes, I'm a world-renowned Egyptologist.
Oh, very good. That makes more sense about your profession then.
Yes, well, let me get to my story, because everyone wants to hear it. While I was in Egypt taping the pyramids with my videotape camera, I happened upon something that was more fascinating than the pyramids themselves.
What was this?
To me, it was a UFO. I have footage of a UFO. It was the most amazing thing I've ever seen. Words can't describe it. I can't describe it.
Well, can you try and give us some idea at all of how it looked?
It was metallic in color.
Mm-hmm.
And it was shaped like an upside-down bowl, if you will. I'd like the videotape to tell its own story.
Okay, well, while you finish that water there.
It scares me. I'm sorry. I'm just choked up
I
myself,
understand.
folks.
Well, let's take a break here. Let's see this footage, and we'll come back and discuss Mr. Cock-Toston's alien experience.
I caution you, folks. This is some heavy experience for me. It'll be a heavy experience for you also.
Can we show the clip, please?
Please be a helicopter. Look at it. Look at its movement. That's not an airplane. That's not an airplane. How is it doing that? Oh.
And we're back. That was some astonishing. What was that?
I can't explain it myself there, Steve. Pretty amazing to me. If anyone can explain it, I hope someone out there can.
But it looked like it hovered there, and then it just zipped to another side.
It moved in ways that no human airplane could ever move there.
The way it was so...
It was ahead of control of all its own. I don't understand it myself. It was quite amazing.
Well, let me ask you this. How do you feel about being the one to make this footage? You saw these aliens were there for you.
I feel that there aren't a lot of people like us that see these things. And the people that do, I think they were chosen to see this, Steve. And I was
My name is not Steve.
All right there, David. I was chosen, and I was the chosen one, and we are the chosen one, and they chose me, and I was that chosen one that they chose for me.
So you feel like you were chosen?
Pretty much. And I'm an Egyptologist.
Let me ask you a little bit about the Egyptologist. The landscape there looked a little odd from what I consider Egypt. I normally think of deserts or sand. Or,
Hold on here. Who's the Egyptologist here, son?
I don't guess I am. I don't.
And there you have it.
Excuse me.
That was a plateau, if you knew anything about Egypt.
I'm not an Egyptologist.
And I was raised there, so.
Were you born in Louisville?
Yes, I was.
Did you ever date any of those women in Egypt?
No, I don't. I date my job, which is Egyptology.
You like to party with girls?
Like I said, I date my job, which is Egyptology. And this is a very great interview. Thank you. But my plane has got to go.
Sorry, I must have insulted you somewhere.
Yes. It's not very nice. Now I've got to get out of here.
Well,
I'm
thanks to
going back to
Mr.
Egypt.
Thank you, Mr. John
John Cocktoaston.
Cocktoaston. Very good. Well, coming up, we'll have a leading ufologist. We'll see what he thinks about this footage. And our resident Egyptologist, Mr. John Cocktoaston. Stay tuned for our popular scientist.